Go figure. Hey, DOT community, this is Alon coming at you with a Thursday night event start, day one more or less. A Runa Equinox, the Equinox Arisen event for Runa 3.0. We also have many other things to discuss because, of course, if you have been following diligently, either watching live or listening after, or watching a little bit and then listening after the rest of it, you know we've been talking to this calendar person. This calendar person is definitely listening. At least somebody is there at the office and telling, yo, calendar person, they're talking about you. So yes, this calendar person has hooked it up today, day one, which means it's still decision-making day, and sometimes even players that only play over the weekend might not have even made their decision on this event yet. So, giving us the calendar right now on day one and giving the community the opportunity to see what's coming up is huge. It is big. And it is so good to see that they're giving us this opportunity to see what's coming up, to make this decision. Do you really want this Runa? Or would you like to wait for what is coming? Not the big question mark. Because the big question mark makes people make decisions as they see everybody else either enjoying themselves or, also struggling with the decision to whether they should do it or not. So, when it comes down to having a really good defender, but also could easily be overshadowed very quickly by next week's, because we did know this. We at least knew as of last night. We did know from the blog post that they did say that there is going to be the next Archmage coming out next week. So, now that we actually have the calendar, and we see it out for a few weeks, we'll go over that here in just a little bit. But I do have Darshigan and Shai here in Discord already. Darshigan, since of course, had an amazingly good Runaverse video, which was so good. We got 15 people watching already, which is really good. I was hoping to do this fairly early in the stream, but I wanted a bunch of people actually watching as well to see it and enjoy this because it's just so good. Even if you already saw it once, we're replaying it again. Because I'm doing a little bit of Darshigan's intro, because there's some really funny parts, and if you haven't checked it out yet, you should definitely check out Darshigan. Darth, if you want to, you can post your link, if you know how to do so. Post your link in the chat.
Will do, man, will do.
Okay. What's up, Barkay, B-Hulk, Headbanger, Austin Bird, Extinction, Feranic, Captain Howdy, Headbanger. Yes, exactly. I also posted something already. All right, so for the beginning of the stream, for all the people rewatching, of course, as well as watching live. Whoop. Sorry, you can see some of the stuff I'm subscribed to here on the Zalon channel. Sorry, here we go. It's so good. Runa 3.0. Enter the Runaverse.
And the relics will be a little easier for some players.
Sorry, it's later in the stream. Here we go. Enjoy. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
200 miles per hour with a blindfold on. Mama always asking, where did I go wrong?
Took you long enough.
What's up, danger? What's up, danger?
I see this spark in you. It's amazing. Whatever you choose to do with it, you'll be great.
Our family doesn't run from things.
The best of all of us, Runa.
You're on your way.
When do I know I'm re-skilled enough?
You won't.
That's all it is, Runa.
A leap of faith.
Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger?
Real quick.
Where did I go wrong?
You missed it.
What's up, danger? What's up, danger?
I see this spark in you. It's amazing. Whatever you choose to do with it, you'll be great.
Our family doesn't run from things.
The best of all of us, Runa.
You're on your way.
When do I know I'm reskilled enough?
You won't.
That's all it is, Runa.
A leap of faith.
Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger?
Made them myself. They fit perfectly.
Can't stop me now. Travel 200 miles, I'm knocking at your door. And I don't really care if you ain't done.
Alright, so we're not gonna play the whole thing. You gotta go over to Darcy God's channel and check it all out. It's really, really good. I had to play the beginning though, it's so good. When do I know if I'm reskilled enough? You're kidding me, Darcy God. It's so good. So good. By far, my favorite intro for at least the last few months. But still, there have been some extremely good ones that he has done. And it just keeps getting better and better. So I just highly suggest you check out his channel. It is really, really good. So.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude.
All right, let's see who's all here. Barkay, Headbanger, Austin Bird, Extinction, Farana, Captain Howdy, Headbanger, Christian Woods. And that Gaming on the Dark Side's channel, of course, right there. It's Darshigon, of course. Drifts, Nitrom, GC Carl, B-Brain, Jon Snow, A-Rash G. Thank you for joining. All right, cool. We have lots to talk about. Lots of really good stuff. I can't believe it. 3 nights in a row, right? Bang, bang, bang. Although I will be, of course, as of end of work tomorrow, rushing home to get ready to roll and take all the Easter presents up to visit with Princess Z for the weekend. So I will not be around for tomorrow night. I know that Churro is thinking about going to be streaming tomorrow night instead. And also possibly maybe some other people as well, so we'll see what happens. But I am extremely happy to say that with this updated calendar, we will be able to do some irresponsible predictions and or also some planning, proper planning, so that you can, whether you're a free-to-play player, whether you're a mix of doing a bunch of grinding as well as spending, or if you're just a spender and have absolutely no time to grind in this game whatsoever, you can use this calendar to your benefit. Huge. It's awesome, and I'm very happy to see this. So, besides from that, of course, the event is off and running. As you've seen it with the test account video that I did, the stream that I did earlier, a few days ago, we were able to see exactly what Runa, at least from what the early skill, tests were showing. The Gaia was really the only one that could seem to really crack the P10. Although, obviously, whether players are going to be able to get her to P10 or want to put her to P10. Because of the obvious, now that we see the calendar, things that are coming up you may want to save. I don't know. We'll see. So, with this event, of course, I myself did, as you saw in last night's stream with the TOW, spent 30k gems and acquired 11 event relics, 2 of which being 3 stars. Wish I could have done a little bit better, but of course, obviously, one of my things on the bucket list of things to do in the game is to go super hard in a TOW, as well as I may still do it again at some point if I see the value in it with the event that is coming up, because obviously I'm not going to go super hard in something that I think is going to be a pass. So, of course, with that test stream the day before, it was a no-brainer for me to do what I did last night. So I'm not going to regret it, but of course, not every time is the slot machine going to give you the best drops. Some people get better than others. All right, so with rank rewards, not bad to get a second Runa if you're on a team that is in top 100. Besides from that, though, if you are passing this event, my best suggestion would be shooting for 4,500 and get yourself 4 tokens. If you really don't have any time, 2,000 gets you 3. But with the fact that there is all these portal stones in these events now, if you're just a person that's passing but wouldn't mind just spending the portal stones in the event to see how far you can get, a good goal, in my opinion, would be I don't know. If you can get to 7K, it wouldn't be a bad thing. But it just also depends if you have any other saved up Portal Stones as well from any, well, maybe last weekend's event. That would be it. So, Len, do you know what next week's Event Titan is? Well, Arash, we're going to look at the calendar. I got 7 event relics from TOW. It was great for me, and I didn't spend any gems. Polo, some positivity. I'm going to take it. So, I appreciate that. All right, so let's take a look at the leaderboard just on Thursday night for the very first night here in the U.S., and, well, obviously, for the event, this is probably like not even a day in. So you're looking at top 50s at 149. Have they added the tab yet? Nope. So it's just Alliance and top 50. Please also show us top 51 through 100. Please. This is just a request showing where, if this, obviously you did show us in the most recent Q&A, that this is going to be a thing where you're going to keep the all-element token there and then have a specific a 4-star altar token of that element available for 101 to 250. So since the main Titan is also going to be offered 51 to 100, which is great. That's awesome. It's good to see that to be more alliances able to get the new Titan. But it'd be great to know where they are in the event, so that we can actually, it's many teams that sit at 130, 120, 125. If you want them to compete for top 100, they need to know where they need to hit. Blindly telling people to just dig as deep as you can and hit as hard as you can. I mean, that's great and all, but if you have a goal, all right, we only need this amount. That's why a lot of teams do their whole thing with top 50 for the longest time. It's always been about what that bottom number is to get you in. So please, add 51 through 100. All right. Maybe it's coming up in the most recent update that's coming very shortly. They say there's a new update that everybody should be able to update to here within either this week or early next week. All right, so let's get into some battles. You spent way too much on TOW, Austin Bird? Oh, hello, what's up, 64-bit Gizzo? Just 2K on TOW? Nice extinction. How did you get your extra 100 relic spots in relic storage? They took my 50 from treasure room, but didn't give me the extra 100. What? Well, I did have to buy them with gems. It was there, and I just hit the button to buy them. Headbanger. I wasn't there. What's up, Mr. Mega? Thank you for showing up. All right, so I'm going around. I'm just raiding with Sekhmet. I just got a 1-star on there right now, just rolling around because I wanted to save my 3 stars for the stream. But not a problem. We're just going to start getting these battles rolling. More TOW hits this morning, but not forced closing the game last night. Got 3 boost relics for free. I heard some people saying that for some reason, it still, after the event started, the not force close situation didn't work this time. So I heard that just through the grapevine. And
I saw that too.
People were saying that it's possible that Conquest may also be the same way. Because people were still able to do Conquest without force closing for the entire next event after.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Like I said, I don't know. I was hoping I was rewarded for it this morning.
Right. So.
Of course, they fixed the wrong bugs.
Right? Bug fixes, right? Sometimes that's what that means.
Anything that hurts their bottom line, they'll fix that. Anything that affects the player experience, we'll put that in the back burner for later. 2
event relics, Dark Order. Happy Easter, so yes. Happy Easter as well. This will be basically my Easter stream because I don't plan on actually live streaming at all this for the rest of the weekend.
So there was a short window of time this morning when the event was over, the TOW was over, and you could still do the.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Still do it, but not as long as it has been in the past.
Yeah, because before work today, I definitely checked it out, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna slide in here and try to get." I don't know. It was like 40 some gems to do my silvers. I'm like, I'll spend 80 gems real quick. No problem. My dailies will cover it.
Yeah, usually it seems like it goes right up to when the next event starts, but this time there was a couple of hours in between. They shut it down.
So yeah, that's why I believe it's probably going to be like this for the foreseeable future. What's up, Chorito? Thank you for joining. I already mentioned earlier that you're going to stream tomorrow night. Or tonight too. I don't really care. I mean, I just, I'm not offering you up to stream for, because then the community's going to expect it. And then you'll feel bad. I don't want that to happen. Will they ever fix the blind typing in chat, or is this too much to ask? Captain Howdy, I think that's going to be rolling out with this next whatever update, bug fixes. Hopefully that's part of that. I did like an air quotes. Of course, you can't see me doing it, but yes, that's what I'm hoping. That's what that is, or what that bug fixes includes is this whole blind typing, which is crappy because only a certain players are affected by this. Bedtime to up. Happy Easter to everyone and enjoy your time with Princess. Yeah, Will Polo, thank you for joining while you can. Perfect. Yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Z.
Good morning, good morning. Good evening, Vintage.
Hey, man.
What's up, Vintage?
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Calendar,
bro.
Yes.
Coming through for us.
Oh, it's so awesome. And you know why? And I already mentioned this in the stream before, but I will mention again now the Vintage is here as well. And that is this giving us the calendar on the first day of the event does within the first. I was going to say there was only a few hours of the event live, and before because as soon as I found out that the calendar was out, I posted on my channel with a just while I was on my lunch break. So excited to see that it was there. And when it comes down to the note being able to make the decision on whether to do this event or not, it was enough time, I believe, because either people were going to say, all right, I'm sticking with my decision that I'm either doing this or not, or, oh, now that I know, because if it came out tomorrow or if it came out next Monday, that's the kind of crap that we were used to in the past, where they wait until after you make your decisions and then say, oh, well, these are the other new things. Oh, aren't you glad you just wasted this or wasted that or just, used up everything that you had? So that is, and that's what we wanted to get shy away from.
Yep. And you're immediately faced with the big decision.
Yes.
Runa, Baller, Defender, or Cryomancer.
Exactly. So now that I have Darshigan, Shy, and Vintage, and 38 people in the chat, thank you, Free to Play Zeus, for coming. Also, let's see. Yes, we're going to get into this right now because we're just, approaching enough people to definitely get into it. Also, Vintage, I did also play the some of Darshigan's intro for Runa. It was so good. I hope you got to see that video.
Oh, yeah, I did. That was excellent.
So good. All right, so here we go. We will be back to more grinding in a little bit, but we're going to be going over to, real quick, this was posted in my Discord, and if you haven't been over to my Discord yet, you definitely have to check it out. I'll post the link here in a little bit. I did earlier today, but here, Yuki posted this, Widow's Bite, with 120% Titan troop damage and armor piercing, 500% poison spell damage, plus 5 poison cloud spells, and then on allied death, cast poison cloud on whole battlefield.
Now there's your ping pong relic, boys.
Right? Look at this thing. And then of course it says it's equipped by Zabava, you know what I mean? So, but I thought this was funny. So there's your April Fools. So here we go. So, with Altar of Abundance on Monday, which again, very exciting. I hope you have saved Titan tokens and Epic tokens because we're going to be able to use them in this upcoming event. I don't know what it's going to be totally about, like if there's going to be like some sort of theme to it or what. But when it comes down to what's going to be available, I hope there's going to be Titans available. I hope there's going to be relics available. And of course,
I'm wondering if it's going to be Dragon Slayer applicable.
All right.
I mean, that would be a nice tip of the cap to the people that have spent the $100 to pick up Dragon Slayers. You know, like Beowulf's $100 right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get the Titan, but you don't get the relics.
Real quick, Vintage. So, Beowulf's $100. What else is in the package with Beowulf?
I know. Can you believe that?
Hey, so
that is Troll City, man.
They heard you, dude. They watched the stream and they said, "Bam! There you go. You want your Coppice?
Yeah. You want Vintage's Coppice?
Blame Vintage.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, really?
So Coppice is available in the $100 pack. Just to reiterate that, if anybody didn't see that. So.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Continuing. So yes, this Altar of Abundance on Monday will be exciting. Will be awesome. Depending on how I'm feeling after the weekend, we'll see.
I will record my polls.
Oh, Vintage will record his polls. We got some promises made here. All right, cool.
Yep, I will record my polls.
Awesome. Well, how many do you have? Actually, that's a great question.
Oh man, I got a bunch. I think I have like 13 epics.
Nice.
Something like that.
Nice. Well, that's good.
I got 11 epics and 8 regular.
Yeah. I
haven't pulled since the last one.
No, me neither. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be nice. I'm thinking about maybe live streaming, but we'll see. Because if I live stream, I highly recommend that you might join the live stream to do your own pools. Not you, Vintage, because you're obviously going to do your video, but the people in the chat, if you'd like better luck. No, I'm just joking. It doesn't mean that that's going to be the case, but some people believe in this. All right.
I got 13 epics and 10 regulars.
All right. I just got my daily today was a regular. So I'm going to get an epic.
Nice.
I think I get my epic tomorrow. I don't know. I might get it on. It's either tomorrow or Saturday. I think maybe it's Saturday, but I'll get it before the Altar of Abundance, which is nice. Plus, I'll be definitely getting another epic in this event, or two or one. I didn't even see if there was more than one, but we'll see.
The epics? I don't know.
I don't know if there's 2 in this event. Sometimes in the Finish Plus, there's more than one. But anyway, that was just something I noticed in the past. So on Tuesday, so this is our uncharted waters here. Tuesday, April 6th, an assault. What kind of assault? Who knows? It's an assault. So you're going to be getting relics for the Alliance War Cryomancer, which is interesting because when it comes, no, you're not, because assault does not give out any event relics. I'm sorry. You get event relics from a boss raid, which of course we haven't seen in a long time, and the TOW. Yeah. So unfortunately, you say, I'm sorry, Assault isn't going to give you that. But what it will give you, Assault will give you all the XP relics and all the relic XP relics. It's weird to say that, but you'll get both of those necessary to level up at the Cryomancer and or the relics that come with Cryomancer. So if you're interested in doing that event, it's nice to build all that up during Assault, especially the Portal Stones as well. You will use Portal Stones in Assault, but nowhere near the amount of Portal Stones that you're given in Assault. So save those up too, because it's very helpful.
So, that extra 100 relic storage is just in time. Save everything from Assault. That way when you get your Cryomancer stuff, you can level everything. Not everything, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, a good majority. Way more than what we have been able to for a long time.
Like I'm saving my 5-star Titan XP, my 5-star Relic XP, and so forth from this event for that one.
Mm-hmm. All right. So it's going to be interesting, which also means that Tuesday, most likely. So when Assault drops on that Tuesday, I most likely will be streaming again with Cryomancer, most likely on Tuesday. Wow, if I do Monday and Tuesday, wow, it's going to be already pretty. It's going to be an exciting week next week. All right, so yes, so with Cryomancer, that's going to be. So everybody's going to say what? That's going to be. What is that? Poison?
Yeah. And then there's big confirmation on Monday.
So, yeah, I mean, Cryomancer sounds poison to me. As I would think that.
No, it's ice for sure.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cryomancer. I'm sorry. What am I thinking? Yes, cryo, like a cryogenically frozen. Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Yes.
So,
but
yes,
Titans Unleashed Rangers on Monday.
Yes.
So
it is confirmed that they are all going to be Rangers.
So far, definitely so far. But are they all going to be?
So does that mean the new what? What's it called? What was it? Arthropod. 5 stars. Are they going to be all for Rangers?
I don't think they do that because it'd be weird. I mean, because then it would be useless for everything else, unless there are 1,000 DG gems like these other ones that came out for the opuses for the Growth Order Nephilinas.
Yep. Yeah, sorry, Brain B.
It's a possibility. Although, I mean, the new 5 stars could be somewhat specialized. You know, like one just gives preposterous amounts of horde health or something like that. To where, you're equipping them to Rangers, or maybe you can equip them to any Titan, but they're kind of made for the Archmages.
Yeah.
I wonder if they throw a curveball, instead of making them class-based, they make them element-based.
That's what I'm saying. Like, have some enormous horde buff, or horde health, or both. And of course, then you'd have some kind of, you get a terror spell every 20 seconds or something.
Yeah, and we need a physical one that drops way more militia because we don't have enough dropping with Runa.
Right. More militia, please.
More militia.
Yes.
More militia.
What's up, BMT? Thank you for joining, Ricard. Congratulations on finishing the event. You will not be disappointed. All right. So, with that said,
all right, Headbangers April Foolsing. If you fuse your Talon to 60, you know what you're going to get from me.
Right? Punch in the face?
Yes. I'll come to your house and punch you in the face.
Punch in the face.
Yeah. No. Ranger food is for your Cryomancer.
There you go.
Or finish up your Necromancer.
So here you go. The Solar War, the Forged Tanto. Or Tanto. Sorry. Tanto. Makes it sound like... I don't want to mispronounce things here. All right, so the Forged Tanto? There you go.
It's probably a synergy relic.
Yeah.
It's going to be a synergy relic.
Well, it could be and release a new and re-release a Titan, or it could just be a Solar War relic event. This could be.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It'll be a solo relic event with the top relic being some synergy thing. Because you got Cenopaluus next. Maybe it's for Achilles.
No, it's going to be for Tengu. I said they re-released Tengu, the War God. Remember, we never got Tengu yet in a War God.
Oh. Yes.
Bring up Tengu, and then he has a killer synergy. Because Tengu's freaking sick, dude. I love Tengu.
Yeah. Not bad at all.
Yeah, if he gets some help, he can get into that Zabroken kind of range.
So there you go. So you think it's just going to be reskilled Tengu then as well for the Sun?
I don't think so much reskilled, just re-released and with a synergy relic. But they might. I mean,
wait. Maybe. What they might do is, which we have seen, and it's been what they'll do is they won't reskill him, but they'll fix his prestige skills. If they if they change his prestige skills, that's retroactive, and you don't have to get a new one. Mm-hmm. So. And we have seen that, and they have mentioned that they are going to do that with just prestige skills. So, case of being, they may not reskill him, but they just may change some prestige aspects, like certain levels, and then we may just get a synergy relic as well. So yeah, that probably is going to be the case. Spellcraft, Conquest, Sagunga. So now Vintage, of course, they did mention, as Calendar person was looking over the calendar, was like, Vintage mentioned he needs to know when the next Conquest is. So they made sure to include the next Conquest is April 19th.
Yeah, that's going to put at least 4 weeks in between them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it's been ages.
I know. But see, now, especially with this new extra 100 relic slots, it's going to make Conquest a lot more fun. And it's for Sagunga, so poison relics. So, there you go. Now, are people going to ask, is Sagunga worth going for and everything else? She was really good for her time, unless they decide to reskill her, but they don't seem to do that for Conquest Titans. They're typically just re-releasing them so that you're able to get them for Pantheon in most cases. The second Titan that is in the event is typically always Pantheon as well. So, that's what I'm thinking. And then, of course, Alliance War Norse Finish Plus. Didn't give much information on that last one, right? For April 22nd?
Yeah, it can be anything.
So, who knows? That actually might change. Yep. You never know. It may be something over the next week or so that we may be able to actually see that change to something different.
Yeah, that'll be 6 weeks between conquests. Ouch.
Yes. Rough. And it's not like they introduced a new type of event in the meantime. If they did, it's a little understandable because it's like, well, they did have to find somewhere to slide it in, and it's not like Raid Boss has been taking up any kind of week, slots during the weeks either. So, what's up? Let's have some more Conquest a little, because we were used to like a 3-week, 4-week rotation. So
yeah, it was every 3 weeks for a good stretch.
Mm-hmm.
6 weeks is that hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Well, the good news is that we got this Asgardian blade out of the way this time, so the next Norse thing should be a good one.
Well, yeah. I mean, with that said, we have what we still have left is going to be Mjolnir, correct? And the Axis of War, which we predict to be at the end.
Bow of the Gods.
Bow of the Gods, which, of course, many players with this whole Ranger, with all these Archmages, many will want a second one. So,
yeah.
And also the, what else do we have?
Trickster's Blade.
Trickster's Blade. So there's 4 more to go. So with April 22nd getting the third one, meaning that there's 3 more to go, and May, June, July. So it actually might even be middle of the summer until they're actually finished with Norse relics. So, and then, like I said, 25K, and they're going to roll out the first gens again for the second half of the year. It makes sense. Just makes sense. Why not? Because just make it so that the rest of the community has another opportunity for them. Because actually, in all honesty, I might even go for a third Stormbringer just because with these Archmages, if these are I was going to say Sethmopods, these Arthropods, 5-star relics that are going to be coming out soon, if they're not Ranger oriented, and sometimes some of the new 5-star relics that they roll out, we have seen in the past, aren't all that meta for a while. Golden relics were not popular for quite some time, actually, as were the Ambers. Well, they
released them like as the Omega Titans were on the way out, and it was like, I don't really want this because, why am I going to try and get a relic that would be good on Dionysus when he sucks now?
Very true. So it's just one of those things where we see the 5-star relics typically in the last 2 iterations of them come out, and everybody's talking about the Norse relics. That's what's going on. Well, that's what we're seeing right now in the Finish Plus event. So it's like, well, I mean, the golden have definitely been shining though. The golden relics have. There's been a way more people getting excited about golden relic pulls, doing golden relic pulls, and definitely using them on a lot more of their titans. Ambers have become a bit more popular as well, especially with this Runa, because this amber of Iggy's amber, just to make it easier to say, is incredibly nice on the new Runa 3.0. So. I'm gonna get some rating in.
Yeah, Runa is kind of like Sagunga in that when Sagunga came out, it was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And then like 2 weeks later, Nurgle came out, and it was like, bye Sagunga.
Right? Nurgle was so good. I really enjoyed Nurgle.
I mean, it was like a week or two. It was like bang, bang. We had a whole bunch of Panther stuff, like, right in a row.
Mm-hmm. Barkay says they'll probably play with Thor's prestige skills for Mjolnir event. Maybe. Thor has some pretty nice skills since his reskill, actually. He's not that bad already. But yeah, if they do decide to just change anything, I mean, he already has, his Mjolnir, when they released him, he was kind of the first synergy relic, because they made it so that Mjolnir had like that extra boost just with Thor. Very cool. What's up, Phoenix? Thank you for joining.
Good evening, Phoenix.
Hey there, guys. You got me on mute. How's everything going?
Good.
Good.
Yes.
You getting yourself a Runa?
I haven't decided yet. I don't have an Asgardian blade. I don't have Runa. So I thought I'd listen into you guys, your expertise, and see if y'all thought it was worth it.
Well,
seems like a lot of points.
Well,
Are you on the market for a defender?
Yeah, there you go. Try.
I don't really need a defender.
Then I would not go all in on this one and skip this one and go for the next one. If you're looking for an offensive Titan, wait till next week.
Titan is not that attractive to me. The question was whether the Asgardian blade was kind of a must-have, and so far I've kind of heard
No.
stuff.
No.
It's probably, if not the worst, it's one of the worst Norse relics.
Sweet.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you don't need Runa for garrison defense, I think you got a skippable event.
Well, I mean, I have Rostam. Do you think it's that much different?
Yeah.
Chances are the next Archmage that comes out is going to blow everything out of the water.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one thing that we're predicting on. Plus, is it different depending on if you say your Rostam is like Prestige 7 or Prestige 10? Is there a difference? Yes, but can you Prestige 10 the Runa? If you can't, then again, it may not be the best decision to go all in.
I'm only Castle 20. I'm not that fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If Runa was an attacker with Corrupted Militia, I'd P10 her. Because I love Militia and all that, but she's not. So I'm like, eh.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate, once again, that she doesn't have Omega Militia that you can place, because that would make her a more fun attacker.
I agree.
And the other reason she's not an honest attacker is the fact that you only really get her invoke skills and all of her skills to their fullest potential when your troops die.
I do have one thing to mention, though, Phoenix, that is important, okay? You mentioned that you do not have Runa at all, right? 4-star? So I'm going to...
Elemental Grasp.
Yes, okay. So I was going to mention that you should try to be on a top 100 team so that you get one, okay? Because that actually isn't a bad idea.
So originally I didn't think I was going to be able to play because I broke my arm.
Oh.
That was like a, thing. But I also don't have Baba Yaga.
Okay. Well then, in that case, then it's not going to...
So I was kind of 6-1, half dozen of the other.
Yeah.
Otherwise I would have definitely made sure,
I was going to say, because if you had Baba Yaga and being on a top 100 team, to be real honest, isn't going to be like, you have to finish, to get in there. It would just still mean you would have to participate a bit, just to make sure that you...
Yeah, Baba Yaga's, definitely going to be coming back.
Yeah. So,
it's a community titan.
It's true. If Baba Yaga doesn't come out, I mentioned this before, if Baba Yaga doesn't come out before October, Baba Yaga will come out in October. So, one way or another, you'll see Baba Yaga come out. Again.
Okay, so is there a cool story behind breaking the arm? Were you jumping motorcycles or?
Yeah.
You should see the other guy.
You should see the other guy.
It was a fierce battle.
Oh, jeez.
No, my dog. We were on vacation, and my dog. Some other dogs decided to get loose and were very aggressive, and one decided to lunge, and I was trying to jog back to the house with my dog, and she saw the other dog, and she took back the other way, and she's super strong and very intimidating, which is great, and very protective. However, the leash was caught up in my hand, so I ended up shoulder first into the,
Other
snapped
people's
my
dogs,
upper arm. But neither me nor the dog were, seriously wounded, minus my broken arm.
Well, that stinks.
Yes, first broken bone.
Well,
yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, so far.
Did they have to set it, or was it a stress fracture?
They can't set it because of where it's at. So I'm going to see the orthopedic surgeon on Friday, and we'll see how it goes from there.
I see.
So are you on some serious pain medications, or what's going on?
Yeah. Don't you see how happy I am? Despite the fact that I have a broken arm?
Yeah. Because, if you haven't had anything totally set or anything kind of more or less in mobile position, then I'm sure you're in a decent amount of pain.
Yeah, so they've got this immobilizing sling on, but it doesn't really count. Every minute, you twist the wrong way, and it's the world is
well.
shattering.
Also, too, one thing I do remember this, and I broke my left arm in kindergarten. But the one thing that you remember is when you're trying to do stuff and you just move your whole arm, because of course you're used to just being able to move so freely on a regular basis, and then as soon as you're immobilized, you try to do something like normal and you just don't think, and all of a sudden you're just instant pain, Yeah.
No, it's rotten. I recommend against it. If anyone out there is considering breaking their arm, highly recommend 0 stars.
0 stars.
Now, are you still able to tap controls with your fingers on your broken arm? Or are you?
No, I can't play tactical. I'm so disappointed. And I was concerned about my ability to get make VP, which is why I didn't end up on a top 100 team, because I'm just slapping the screen with my left hand.
Might be time to start practicing with your toes and see how good you can do that.
I'm pretty talented. I'll work on it.
So that question is, Alon, why don't you put the boost relics on, Mr. Maga? Because I was not paying attention and listening to Phoenix's story, just in straight autopilot. But there you go. We're back at it. 1 star in action. Sweet. But thank you for sharing your story there, Phoenix. And we all hope you a swift and fast recovery.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Can't wait to see Gaia and New Poseidon throwing it down. New Poseidon, that'd be interesting, because he could definitely use a rework.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Great Gods to get reworks.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I want Omegas.
Oh, so a question was brought up, and I would really like to address this, especially with all the people on right now. Question was brought up saying that would I consider, or anyone consider, getting either one of either Growthorn's Opus or Nephilinus Opus for 1,000 DGs for any other Titan? Besides,
I mean, it's kind of like a Draco Venenum.
You know, would it be worth to spend 1,000 DGs on these relics? I'll show which ones I'm referring to. The ones right here.
Yeah.
And of course,
I considered it, but
yeah.
Man, DGs. Ooh, I don't know, man.
Well, obviously in the future, when they do bring out the next set of DG Titans, we've mentioned this before as well, that the Synergy Relics will most likely be released with them, similar to this, because, I mean, when Nephilinus and Growthorn eventually have their event, they will just put these Synergy Relics in their event. But beforehand, they now more or less, because they have this, now fit the meta in that sense, that they have Synergy Relics. Now, it doesn't mean that all their skills right now that were changed makes them where they should be, but we will see. We will see. If they decide to change them again. Or not.
And I'll put this out to the chat. Anyone that has Growthorn, is that Titan so good that you did spend the 1,000 gems to get the Opus? And how is it doing for you? Because I got sad news, boys. I've been seeing a lot of Growthorns on food islands.
So what does that mean?
What does that mean? VP islands.
So if you've got Growthorn on food islands, why is that?
No, I'm just saying there he's on island duty.
I know.
That's not good for a Divine Titan. I don't have 52k DGs. I'm at 19.
I'm only at 10.
I don't know about spending that 1,000 on those things. They're going to come up at an event eventually.
Well, when they come out, that's what I believe. So.
Well, and yeah, by then the Titan's like utterly useless at that point, right?
So you might as well just save it up and be ready for 16k when the new ones drop.
More or less.
Yeah.
And get it all. That was my experience going for Necrosa and getting her to P10 was like.
Yeah, but
you should just be ready to do it all at once.
You had you had that opportunity. You did it right at the beginning, Shy, didn't you?
Well, when I got her, there wasn't Prestige, but the day I got her was 3 months after they released her, and I maxed her out immediately and threw a bunch of stuff into her. And then when Prestige got there, I made the decision as soon as they dropped that I was going to P10 her. And just threw all my poison stuff in there. So I got her there as fast as I could, and she was relevant. And now when they, bumped her up again, she was there again. So as far as getting Divine Titans, it's like be ready to just take it up as fast as possible, as quick as you can, or you lose out on the value of that having that Titan.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, the time window is short.
Yeah.
Although,
you lose value quick. Like a car, you drive off the lot and boom, you're out.
Take a 30% haircut.
Exactly, yeah. As soon as you pull that DGs, the value of it goes down. So be ready to put some more investment into it quickly.
But I do have to say, out of all the DG Titans that we have seen over the years, that Necrosa and Lifespark were the ones to actually get. And, if you were going to do it so far, they have seemed to be the ones that, when the players that did do so, pulled their life sparks, the chefs out there that were sparking it up, and then you got their Shy and your Extinction with their Necrosas, that was the best decision to do at the time. Now that you obviously know that, unfortunately not, because they didn't give great calendar updates, at least enough in the future to even have any idea of what was going to be right around the corner. So,
Well, I mean, Necrosa was still really good through the whole War Gods meta, right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
The only thing it lost to was Life Spark, right?
Yeah. It was weird. It was just luck of the, being at the right place at the right time, because then what Oni and Huntress come out and they're flops, and then the next two, and those aren't any good. So we've gotten like 3 generations out of this one if you were, lucky enough to be ready for it at the time.
What do you think that right now they're actually testing out 2 other DG Titans to see if they can make it so that they are the best defender and attacker in the game, and only can, the attacker can beat the defender situation?
I mean, they're trying to creep there with these other 2, the Growthorn and Nephilinus. They keep bumping them up. Maybe they'll eventually get there if they give them enough relics, enough synergies. God knows what else. Maybe they'll get there, but they're not yet.
Yeah. They should have had that already planned out, man. They really messed up on those guys.
Yeah, well, maybe these Arthropod 5 stars will be something of a huge hit off the bat. I would like to see that. I would like to see something that comes along that is like a Norse relic selection, because even though there is, an Asgardian blade mixed in, there still is going, or Sigurd's Gram for the gold relics. There's.
It would be, it would be really cool. I mean, I doubt they can do it and all that stuff, but if they could, let's say they made like a 5-star relic, but it's something you put on your castle or your land and added something to it. That'd be cool.
Oh, so that individual land itself. Well, it was mentioned before. And this was an interesting idea. I'll reiterate it again. And it wasn't my own idea, but it was just really good, I thought. But the lands themselves, food, gold, VP. There was an idea that you could actually have lands that were like a volcanic land. It's a fire land, basically. So any fire titans that go on that land instantly get this, and this. Next land, lake land. I don't know. You can have lands for each different element. Sorry, not lake land, but like an element land more or less for each different one, and they get certain buffs. But I thought it could either be run as like an event, or you could also run it as just something to add into the already mix of everything else that's going on.
That'd be cool, because that could add some of that rock, paper, scissor aspect that the game's kind of missing. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know how much Vintage and other players, while I'm doing test account stuff, say, well, what if you get this certain land with this type of troops on it and blah, 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 because that's the best one for this Titan and it works really great and it's going to be the hardest. Well, what if these element lands now become the but see, we have, what's it called? We have 7 elements. And so every day you only get 4 lands guaranteed unless you refresh your lands. Well, it doesn't mean you're going to get one of each element, So obviously you're going to try to pair things up properly. And I don't know. I thought it would just add a little bit of a different aspect. They could do it. They could run it as an event where it's you only get those lands for the event time, and the lands will run out at the end and they'll just disappear like everything else. Or it could be something they just add into the general mix of things.
Yeah, well, I've thought something similar to that too in the past, thinking, but rather than it being the lands themselves that had the elements, it'd be whatever Titan you put on, the element that Titan is makes that element on that land. You know what I'm saying? But then to take it to the next level, to add that rock, paper, scissors, there's advantages and disadvantages to that land. So the attacking Titan can either have, things that go against it or buffs it. So you never know, you know what I'm saying? That it would cause people to have a deeper roster in the game when it comes to what Titans they have for attacking and defending.
Yeah, because I think, that's a great aspect of anything that encourages a deeper roster instead of the whole, I can just get by with one attacker and one defender. That whole mentality, of course, for a while, especially when the War Gods came out, when it was like, wow, we can have like 2 or 3 good attackers to take on this, and this defender, because depending on which one the person has on Garrison, you could switch back and forth, and people would switch a few different defenders on Garrison, so it was always a bit of a different, setup, or like, if it was back and forth action, you might just surprise the other person because they just keep on thinking you have the same person on the same defender all the time. So all that kind of stuff in the War Gods meta and Dragon Slayers, I felt like made those metas a lot of fun.
Oh, you know what would be kind of cool is just an idea. It's another idea. Like I said, man, devs, feel free to steal these ideas and all. Is if you could put multiple builds of defense on your land, right? Certain titans and troops and spell mixes. Let's say like 3 of them. And when someone attacks you, they'll randomly get one of those 3. Who knows which one it's going to be? You know what I'm saying? So you go in freaking blind. Because he knows, you get to almost fight the guy, and you can't say you fight it 3 times in a row because it's random, right? You might get the same guy 3 times in a row, or a mixture, who knows? But it's constantly switching on you. That'd be cool.
I agree.
Well, it's so cool that I lost you.
No, it was that cool. It was that cool. No, I'm still here.
It blew you away, dude, away from the screen.
All right, Arash, have a good night. You do have 52K DGs. Go on, use some vintage. Oh, no, he already answered that. Salon, in future, can we buy DGs? What's your thought? No. Mr. Maga, I don't think that buying divine gems is a good idea whatsoever for the game. There should always be a currency in the game that people are actually trying to achieve. And if they allow you to buy DGs, then they have to create another currency. I would rather not see that.
You know? Yeah, that'll never happen.
I think the divine gems should stay as a. Now, I like the fact that they made the shrine that we have in our castles able to give out divine gems every day. And if you don't know about this, DOT community, any newer players or anything like that, as soon as you're able to build your shrine, every day you will get between 10 and 20 divine gems. So just like you do your dailies every day, I always, even on my test account, I always click my little divine gem shrine and collect that every single day. It does. You will accrue over a year's time. That's I don't know, 3K maybe. I don't know. Actually, it's a good question. So.
Well, if you average 15 a day, you're getting 450 a month.
Well, there you go.
Is it 10 or 12?
Well, it's 10 to 20. So you were taking an average of 15?
Yeah, if you get 15 a day on average, you get 450 for a month.
Yeah, so 450 a month times 12. Yeah, that's quite substantial right there. So
it's a free 5K pool.
There you go. Oh, that's right. Is it exactly 5K?
I have 475, I think.
Okay, yeah. Nice. So there you go. It's worth it. Oh, Extinction. Level 51 Runa and Synergy Relic is level 10. With the Amber, my Runa has 653 armor on defense. Really? Interesting. Godan says, stay on them, House. I'm busy at the moment. Yeah, House is still, what's it called? Harassing people for VP and souls in the chat on Godan's behalf. Godan is so proud. I agreed. DG or Dragon Slayer meta was fantastic, and they're all good. And we have have uses, especially in war and relics that are equipped. Time is what you need in war. This game is awesome right now. Yeah, agreed. Jon Snow, agreed. I think there's a lot of good things that we've been seeing. Oh, crap, come on. A lot of good things we've been seeing when it comes down to. I thought the introduction of synergy relics this year was a great thing for the game, in all essence. Even though I didn't get them all. You know, some of these either reskilled or re-released Titans that came with Synergy Relics, I thought it was cool. I thought it was great that that players that were going to get these Titans for the first time were going to get an opportunity to have something even better than before. So I think it's a great new thing to the game. But at the same time, too, we also are seeing this new Archmage and new 5-star relics. I mean, in all essence, when I compare... When players, I'm just going to address this real quick. When players say that they think the game is dying, every year I have seen, either new types of events, either new it's certain game aspects like prestiging or synergy relics or other things we've seen in the past. I'm not going to go through all of them, but also at the same time too, every year we see new 5-star relics released. At the same time, we see a new type, usually a new set of we used to call them gods, but they're not always gods. Because now we have archmages, so there's a new type of like meta class, if you want to call it, like if you want to look at it like that. So in all essence, I see everything the way that they're rolling things out for this year seems to be at par with what they've rolled out in the past. So in all essence, in my opinion, I don't see at least on the developer side where they're just not doing as much as they used to before. When it comes down to what they're putting into the game and rolling out. I do want to see Raid Boss come back. Go ahead, Vintage. I'm done.
And the other great thing about the synergy is that they're trying to bring older Titans back to relevancy. Like what they did with Lifespark and Necrosa was super duper duper cool.
Mm-hmm.
People spent divine gems on those Titans. They, sat and gathered dust for 9 months, and they made them relevant again. Yeah, they're not the greatest in the game, but at least you can use them.
Right.
Unless it's a Prestige 10 Rostam, I can still use Lifespark on certain things. I can use Lifespark against a lot of Necrosas, or Necromancers.
Mm-hmm.
So I love how they're bringing your old stuff back to relevancy. That's great.
I've seen some stuff with mixed troop types. Is that like a thing that's been going on for a long time, or is that like kind of a new trend?
That was a Summoners thing with the mixed troops. Well, or unless because like Runa, like 2.0.
No, that started with X skills, right?
Well, I was going to say
my mesh had Panthers and Grenadiers.
Well, yeah. I just remember with Summoners, there was just regular summons, and then the Summoners went to a phase where they had 3 summons of melee troops and 3 summons of ranged, Which I like that.
Or do you mean the different troop types, as in regular, corrupted, Omegas?
No, I mean like militia, ranged, Panthers, like just having to be a little bit more thoughtful on how you allocate your relics to get like a good geared Titan.
Yeah.
It seems like it adds some complexity to your build. And I was wondering if that was a new trend or if that was something that was...
No, that started back with Mamesh and Siegfried when they went to X skills.
Mm-hmm.
They started doing troop splits, like a Titan would buff 2 troops. And of course now for whatever reason, all the physical Titans, they try and make them buff all the physical troops. But yeah, that's been kind of standard.
Well, they did one thing where with Beowulf, they didn't put corrupted militia on him. They decided to hold off, but still he wasn't good enough. And leading up to Beowulf, people were really expecting, I think, a bit more. But
yeah, I think they're getting a lot of things right lately. And I'm going to reiterate, having some basic Titan skills that give army buffs.
Oh, thank you, Extinction.
That means when you're attacking and leveling them, they're not brutal to use. I don't know if people understand how important that is. Think back to, I don't know, even a year ago when you had a level 20 Titan and you were trying to level it by battling. Oh, geez. Going out and losing troops and, it was more of a drag.
And actually...
But, I mean,
with
Runa's great, level 1. Achilles, unreal at level 1.
Right? Yeah, I do like
what do you think
also...
a reskilled Achilles is going to bring?
I also like how a lot of these Titans, a lot of people were really happy to see. I saw this in my comments section as well with Runa. And I think if they continue to do similar things like this in the future, especially with Imperials, I'm going to mention this again. The wave idea with Runa, many players were happy that that wasn't locked in Prestige. Because since it's locked in the skills, it makes it so that you can actually be able to go from regular troops to summon to Omega troops to corrupted troops without having to P7 it, you know, and that's something very attractive to a lot of players, I think. Thank you again, Extinction. That's very kind of you. And
good man, Extinction.
Exactly. Donations on the stream. I'm just going to put this out there. Donations on the stream, of course, help me be able to do things such as spoil Princess Z. So I do appreciate that, and so does she, especially.
Theaters of War.
And also, Theaters of War, because Vintage was able to sponsor my stream last night, and it was very kind of him, because exactly 30k gems is approximately when I do, well, normally it would be 60k gems for $100, but I do the 72, so a little bit of discount, but when it comes down to it on a normal basis, that is exactly what 30k gems would be. So I do appreciate that, Vintage, and it's definitely extremely helpful for this event. Also, too, as well, you know, with any of these Finish Plus events that I do go for, and or like next weekend for the new Archmage that comes out, I always typically do about $30, $45, either 2 or 3 of the $14 packs to help out my grind. So, especially now that I'm back to work. Because my Thursday and Friday used to be a lot more grinding, let me tell you. But as everything, things do change throughout the year. As also, players do come back to the game or come back from a kind of a sleeper alliance where they may have only been playing a little bit. You know, logging in every day to do their dailies and here and there play. But then all of a sudden, it's now springtime, or wherever you are in the world, it may be a different season. And things are changing, and maybe your job is either getting less busy, or maybe there's a break in your job for a little bit. I was actually talking to one of my coworkers today. They were telling me about how they have a relative that works, 6 months on, or 8 months on, like 4 months off. I'm like, 4 months off? So if you're in a job like that, you know, you can easily just find yourself, I was unemployed, of course, that's my seasonal job too, but some jobs, that's just the way they work. So very similar with the, a seasonal situation, so. I heard Princess Z is finishing the event because her dad is buying 60k gems and 6 booster packs, and that's what she said in line chat. Oh yeah? That's what she said? I'd be very surprised to know that she knows how to use line chat. You ratted her out, Headbanger. I didn't lose everybody on Discord, did I?
We're still here.
Okay.
Yeah, here, man.
Just want to make sure. When there's only 1 or 2 people on Discord, sometimes I automatically just assume everybody's being quiet, but when I have a whole group of people, I'm like, maybe I lost everybody.
Hey, I know you already kind of went over the...
We can discuss anything. This is like the free, you can say whatever you want, Darth Shigon time, so go ahead.
All right, it's just about the Achilles guy. I mean, we didn't really talk too much about Achilles. I mean, because I'm pretty sure that's what that event's going to be, that son of Peleus. And all that. It'll probably be a reskilled Achilles. I was kind of stoked when I saw that, because I was thinking, all right. Like I said, I like militia, and if it's a reskilled Achilles, maybe that would be the corrupted militia attacker that I'm hoping for.
Maybe.
I got
And Darth Ninja, did you ever do the analysis of like the updated thing with the additional portal stones and stuff like that compared to the old track?
I did.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go find your video.
Yeah, I did it with. Let's see if I can find the name of the video that I did.
He has to go to the library of the dark
Discord,
side.
I will go watch it.
Yes.
Here we go.
Very
see,
interested to hear your take.
Ed's channel / Ed Laura Extinction. Extinction's asking who got the $100 Beowulf. Come confess. Well, Ed Laura will most graciously confess to that because he said he was going to buy every pack that comes out. So
there you go, Phoenix. Posted it.
Thank you, babe.
In the chat.
Yeah, I broke down the regular events and the Finish Plus events, reward-wise and all that to, kind of show how it all works out.
Excellent. Contrasted versus the old stuff, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Yes, because now that we're getting more event relic tokens in the milestones, and they're giving us more gems, they're giving more portal stones, and also at the same time they're putting more options for the highest, usually 1.4 boost. Did anybody also notice that the last Solo War had a 1.4 boost in it?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, because every Solo War I've ever seen has always been 1.2, and it was always something that I was always kind of like, all right. And then what made me realize that was actually putting on my event relics and noticing how many souls I was actually getting. I was like, why am I getting a normal event, a 1.4 boost? And then I was like, wow, they're not giving us 1.2 for a solo.
The thing I'm disappointed about, man, is the fact they're not allowing more use of those freaking grinder rings and bringing them back.
Well, they never did in the beginning, and Vintage will say that it's always been a sham from the get-go. So it's something they tried. It was popular for the events when they came out, but then as players noticed that they weren't being used very often, that's
what I'm saying.
Yeah, many players lost faith, including myself, to the point where I just stopped getting them in the events that they were in. So they kind of shot themselves in the foot on that one.
Yeah, they should have maybe used those at least for the solo wars or something like that. They don't have to be for big events, but something.
Well, that's because Solo Wars are grinder events, so that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a
looking out for my fellow grinders, that's all.
Right. We're just gonna bubble all of Chance's lands. All of them. But I hope everybody in chat and re-listening and in Discord has an amazing. I'm not wrapping the stream up, but has an amazing weekend. Whether you're going to spend it with family or, if you have to, working. Hopefully you have some time at some point to enjoy some time with your family and or just be able to relax a little bit. Because I know some people might have a 3 or 4 day weekend. So, enjoy it.
And since it's happy, are you going to start streaming now? Or doing content again?
Well, that's a good question. You were asking Vintage about if he's going to be putting that video up on his channel?
Mm-hmm. He may or may not unmute. We can try to drag him out from the shadows.
Yeah. Sorry, hold on. I'll be right back.
But Phoenix, it was pretty interesting looking at the new reward track and how it kind of works out and stuff.
No, I was really interested in, because I kind of had a feeling they didn't do enough. But it's an interesting, I wanted to see kind of your analysis with the numbers and stuff like that, and see if we were being a little hasty in how we were thinking about it.
Well, yes and no, we were in a sense. Yes and no. I say yes because obviously we see. Now that I look at the numbers, it makes sense. They did a good job. But no, this for two reasons. One, they're horrible at communication. They could have easily have just said, "Hey guys, we're changing this for these reasons. However, we're doing this to kind of make the balance." So I know if you guys are losing gems, but the choice is still there. All this stuff they could have done. They could have done a better communication job. And two, they only introduced the updated rewards after everyone was complaining, not before.
Sure. So, but like, give us the preview. So, like the idea was before is if you have the 4K gems as the sort of the alliance prize, you could save up and be a part of the meta. Now, this seemed to make getting further along the track on a regular basis more viable, but the early track is pretty crappy. So, what was kind of your conclusion at the end?
Well, that there's more choice. That's what it all kind of boils down to. They're given a lot more choice because I agree that the 4K gems helps. And I mean, like, you got to remember, some of us have been playing for years, and there's some that are just recently playing. So the people that are just recently playing, I can understand them saying, "Oh, man, I want gems because I want to be able to get Titans. I want to be able to participate in events." But then old time players, while they do want to participate in events, but with prestige and all that stuff, they weren't. If they're just waiting, like let's say every third or fourth event to finally do one and get a high level reward, they're not going to be getting the Titans they would need for prestiging their stuff. And now prestige, like it or not, is now necessary for these Titans to be to be totally viable. You know what I'm saying? It's net. You need to prestige your Titans.
Yeah, but so you're cutting off the lifeblood of like getting new players into the game?
No, that's the whole thing. No. Okay. So the way if you look at the math, I mean, I did graphs and everything to kind of show the intersection of things. It's the same time period. If anything, it barely changed at all. And all you're talking maybe like a day or two. We're not talking weeks. We're talking like a couple of days difference in saving. Because let's say where before you were saving up gems, and you waited to have enough gems to sit there and do the event. Now you can save up your tokens and all that stuff. Save up gems like normal. But when it comes to an event you want to do, that's why the calendar is going to be so important that they keep that updated and far enough that you can look at it.
Calendar person.
Yes. Right? But if you see an event you really want to do, in that event, there's enough rewards that makes up for the lack of those 2,000 gems, right? If you're in a 2,000 gem team now rather than a 4,000 gem team, the lack of those 2,000 gems gets made up by the increased rewards within the event. So it balances out.
Lack of 6,000 gems, right? Because you're talking across 3 events.
Well, yeah, I'm at 2,000 a week. So, okay. And all that stuff. So it balances itself out, and it gives you that choice. And then in the Alliance rewards now, people have more choice on what they want to go for as an alliance. Do we want to go for gems, or do we want to go for prestige food? Well, it depends on the makeup of the players in the team, and it has to be more of a team decision, obviously, what we're going to be doing. You know what I'm saying? But it gives you that. It gives options, and I really do like that they added the top type, the top 100. I always thought it was a slap in the face to get the crappy Titan. So it's like, why even have that guy in there? But now,
they used to have last year. They used to have last year's Titan in there.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, ultimately, and the crux of my whole entire video when I get through the end of it is it just comes down to the fact that they're giving more choice to players to choose how you want to play the game. But, and this is the last point I'll make, and I'll be quiet after this.
It's okay. I talked too much already. Go ahead.
Z disappeared, so we were just being good co-hosts.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. I had to put more wood on the fire. It's supposed to be, the wind chill is supposed to be down to 15 degrees tonight. All right, continue.
Oh, geez.
That's chilly. Yeah, no, basically they're saying it rewards people for actually playing the game. There's no getting around the fact that you have to spend time in the game in order to realize the rewards. If you're a free-to-play player, there's no getting around the fact that you're going to have to grind for the things you really want. You're trading your time for money, and vice versa.
So are you grinding more than you used to have to?
No. Actually, no. You're only grinding the event that you want to finish like you would have done anyways. Because, I mean, if you were saving 4,000 gems, you weren't saving them to buy relics. If you were doing that, that was not smart. You're buying them, you were saving them to buy portal stones to grind out an event you wanted to finish anyways. I mean, it'd be one thing if you can save up gems and buy boost packs with gems, but no, you pay real money for boost packs. And 2,000 gems for a relic is a gamble because unless you roll a 3-star relic, you're losing out on souls big time. A 1-star and a 2-star is a big loss for 2,000 gems. I mean, the only one, like I said, 3 stars and up is the only one that makes it worthwhile rolling for a random relic. Just from a math perspective.
I did see a huge boost to pay to play players though, because I was still spending every single event when that rolled out, And I still have like over 1,000 portal stones. Like I can't spend portal stones fast enough.
Real quick, Phoenix, just so I know. It sounds like you don't spend every event now, obviously, so you're more picky and choosy. So what usually tips your interest over to I have to have this when it comes down to an event?
Couple of different things. So like the Dragon Slayers, I wanted the collection.
Yes.
Well, I kind of
real quick, Phoenix, the Archmages are going to have a collection too. I'm just going to say that now because players need to know that they're going to do it again. All right, go on.
Sure. These sort of interim stuff, like if it seems really fun, like it might be really cool, like it might have my interest, but really like what I'm looking at is the relics and the interim events, right? Is this something that I really need to have for multiple builds?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, like the Titans they're just Titans. They're going to come and go.
Yes.
So, I mean, I guess that's kind of how I look at it, is what do I need in my arsenal to play the game at the stage I'm at, right? Like, defense is kind of pointless. It doesn't matter what I do. Yes, I've got a fully loaded Rostam on my garrison, but I only have level 19 troops. So if someone serious wants to attack my garrison, they're going to win, you know?
Yeah.
I get a lot of greens, but it's a lot of greens for people looking at it being like, oh, this is a weak castle, and they then hit it 3 times and are confused.
They're confused. Get them, Phoenix. All right, go on.
But, you know, someone like you or House or, you know, Darth, like, if you want to kick my ass, you're going to kick my ass. So I'm really more focused on getting the collection of relics so that when I get my troops to the level that they need to be at,
yes,
that I've got the bench to really outfit myself, and then pick up whatever the meta defenders are at that point.
There you go. And many up and coming players should heed these words that Phoenix is saying, because that is the attitude you need to have. Because when you're coming up and everything, the Titans, of course, are great at the time. But if your troop levels aren't there, especially when you're in those later castle levels of 20 to 25. Those troop levels, you know, will matter. And yes, you will conquer everybody below you, but everybody above you, all the way up to 25, will be able to still get you. So that mentality of being... sometimes. But just saying, they typically have the advantage just because. But
For sure.
But, like Phoenix was saying, a lot of times people do get caught off guard. But thank you for your input, because of course not everybody that comes on Discord, DOT community, players listening, rewatching after the fact, not everybody that comes on Discord is Max Castle 25. Phoenix is one of those players. And how long have you been playing for, Phoenix?
Oh, I guess 4 or 5 months now.
Okay, so there you go. So relatively new in Dawn of Titans time. So, but I should say, when it comes down to how long you've played, it's relatively new. But in Dawn of Titans time, it's actually, you've been playing forever. So, anyway.
I think I started just before the Dragon Slayers.
First off, hello everyone.
What's going on, Pisces?
Second off, I'm going to point out that Phoenix swore on your stream and you didn't say anything, so... I see the favoritism, Zalon. I see it. You
see the favoritism, Pisces, do you? Well, all right, Phoenix, you've been warned. Pisces ratted you out.
Phantom of DOT.
Pisces ratted you out,
I'm going
Phoenix.
to my corner.
Yes. All right. Anyway, she was being very passionate at the time. I wasn't going to interrupt her. But you was that it? Was that it, Pisces? It was only 2 things? Oh.
Well, hold on. You didn't say anything after she was done being passionate. You just let it go. So I had to call it out for sure.
Okay. All right. That was it?
I really don't have much to report.
Nothing else to report? You weren't going to tell us that you've completely destroyed that Pokemon game that you were playing? All right.
Dude, I destroyed that 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Oh my god.
You finished the expansion packs too?
No, I didn't buy the expansion packs, but I finished the game story, and I caught all 400 Pokemon.
Oh, you got to collect them all. Same thing in Dawn of Titans. I feel you. I feel you.
I completed that Pokedex, but I didn't get the expansion pack yet. I've been playing a different game that came out just last Friday.
My Little Kitty?
No, Monster Hunter Rise.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah. How is that,
The
man? I
Monster
saw
Hunter
that. I saw some previews for it. It's pretty cool.
I'm loving it. I'm using heavy bowgun as my main weapon, and I'm loving it. Because it's very similar to the one game Monster Hunter World, and the style of the weapons and everything, which I've never been able to play that game, so I'm very much enjoying it.
Good.
And the new monsters are really cool, so the gameplay is really awesome.
Well, I had a friend that did play I don't know exactly which Monster Hunter game, but I have seen what gameplay for Monster Hunter games are like, and those games actually are incredibly grindy. I was surprised to see how many times he was just like, yeah, you just go in, and you go in, you fight all these different types of monsters, but you keep going back in. I'm like, it sounds like something else, grinding this game that I play.
Yeah, you have no idea. Back in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, I played for 4 hours straight trying to get a single item from a specific monster, and it took me 4 hours to get it.
Yeah. Oh, well, what is that?
And you had all these people coming in and out.
It's loot grinding. You're basically loot grinding, yeah.
Yeah, all these people coming in and out of the hub, they're getting it, but I'm the one person who's not getting it, even though I'm in all these freaking quests.
Even in other games...
Just wait.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zalon.
I was just going to say, even in other games, it seems like Pisces Shark is still getting boned. But continue, Darcy.
I was going to say, man, you want to know a grind and talk about waiting forever to get something, dude. Try World of Warcraft and going on 3 years now, every week, running the same freaking raid and not getting the one drop I've been looking for. 3 years. All right, 4 hours.
What's going on, Val? Thank you for joining.
Pump those numbers up, dude. I feel like
here's the thing.
here.
There was a 5% chance to get it from a tail carve, 10% from the body carve, and there's like 3 body carves, and that's every quest. And then you get the chance of getting it from the quest rewards. So you have like 3 different ways to get it. Never got it for 4 hours. It was insane. It was literally the worst thing. And then the quest I finally get, I get 2, and then after that, I get another one, and another one, and another one.
Monty Snake says,
like, why?
Yes, Kikaru, the struggle is real. Does everyone sense it? Does everyone sense the struggle?
I got a streak that's worse than that. I've been doing the Titan Monuments, the new version, for every single day for a year, and I haven't gotten a 4-star Titan.
I have not either. I have to raise my hand and agree. I have not either. So for all the players that think I get all the best things,
dude. Hit the dev button.
I can't. I don't get all the best things. I don't get a 4-star from the monument. I am restricted from that, apparently.
I'm still the only one who got a 4-star.
Yeah. Listen to you, Pisces. Pisces is like, well, I haven't played in a while now, but yeah, I got a 4-star from the monument.
Yeah, it's on a video too. The first one
true.
ever.
It's true, Pisces. So see, you don't always get the worst luck.
I was lucky that time. It was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Accident? When you didn't mean to do the theater or something like that, or the
I went to do it, but I was ready to put everything into, because I think I was trying to finish a raw stam on a video, max it out, and then I go to do the theater or the monument just for the extra Titan food, and all of a sudden there's a 4-star. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I sounded like an idiot on the video because I was surprised.
So we're gonna run these 95 stones down. So that's like another 30-some battles. So it'll be a while.
Yeah. So the first day that game came out, 13 hours on it.
13 hours. That sounds about par for the course, though, for you, Pisces.
Oh yeah, that's about an average during that 1 week where I did 8,500 battles.
Right.
It was an average of 13 hours on each day on the game.
So
How
about
many did you do again? 8,000 what?
8,500.
oh, okay.
8,500. Gotta start that hashtag.
Right.
Hey, I mean, before Donatans, screwed up big time,
Uh-huh.
I was actually preparing to possibly do 10K.
10K? Oh, man. But what if somebody does do 10K?
You hear that, Deb?
Yeah,
You hear that?
but see, the
Revert
thing
your
is,
game back,
Pisces,
Revert your
what?
game back at 32-bit.
Yeah, I know, right? But Pisces, what if somebody does 9K? What happens then? Do you have to come back? Like Rocky? Eating eggs?
I could have done 9K.
Eating eggs in the morning? Eating eggs in the morning and everything?
I heard somebody did 9,200. But I think he's already been beaten.
You think it's already been
I
beaten?
really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to stand on like second place, then
I don't
by all
know.
means.
I don't know, Pisces.
I'll always be the first to hit above.
The first to hit 8,500.
Yeah, see, but these people will be the first to hit over 8,500.
Yeah, that's fine. But I was the first one to show them that it was possible to do it.
I know, Pisces, but you might have to just lace them back up, And
to be fair, a lot of people doubted me. So.
Oh, did they doubt you? Well, you did show them, but you know what? You know why there was a Rocky 2, Pisces? Do you know why? Do you know why there was a Rocky 2 movie? Because he had to come back. Actually, the thing is, though, Pisces, you actually have come back already a couple times. So actually, you know why there was a Rocky 4, Pisces? There was a Rocky 4, Pisces, because he had to come back again, and again.
Yeah, dude, and in Rocky 5, don't forget, he didn't hear no bell. He kept on going, dude.
Yeah. So,
This y'all
I know.
We'll have to consider it, Pisces. You'll have to consider it. Watch all the Rocky movies. You'll understand later, I guess.
Extinction says he's got to take a week of vacation and do 10K battles. So that would be putting you really close to 100 million VP if you did all VP PP. So what we got to do is we got to get the whole server to put up VP PP just for Extinction and see if he can do 10K battles and get 100 million VP.
That would be insane.
We're in.
All right, got a new hashtag. Hashtag 10K is better than 8,500.
Uh-oh.
Right, so wait, hang on. Serious question. Altar of Abundance, right? This is coming up Monday, right?
Yes. Very important.
So, okay.
Very important, Phoenix. You don't want to miss it. It's only going to be for one day, basically. So.
Yeah, but I reread the Q&A, and I'm like concerned that all of us have been saving our tokens, and they're doing something different.
No, they said...
And we're not going to be able to use our tokens.
No, that is not the case.
Reread it. Because I just got in this argument with somebody, and they forced me to go back and reread it, and I'm concerned.
They are changing it.
Correct.
And typically when they change things, it's always for the worst.
I'm just saying, like, when I read it initially, I read it as they were keeping it so where we could use our token.
I am concerned
and they were just
as well.
changing the Titans. However, somebody else read it differently, forced me to go back and reread it, and I think they're going to screw it up. And if we have any chance to change that, I'm just putting that marker out there.
All right, well, we will all see on Monday. But when it comes down to the dev button, I'm just gonna say that we're gonna be able to use both our Titan tokens.
Well, here, let me read the entry, just so you know, just have it on the air for people, all right?
Go ahead.
It says, can you give more details on the upcoming Altar of Abundance? The upcoming Altar of Abundance will be a little different from the last one. We know the community enjoyed the most recent iteration, where we enabled the use of epic tokens for a chance to win an array of highly desirable relics. In order to run the event more often and keep the altars exciting and different, each time we are working on crafting drop pools, which we are confident will be top class.
But they give no guarantee that you're going to be able to use the tokens. And that's, like, the next sentence is this will be a little bit different.
Well, I think what they mean, maybe they're, like I said, it sounds to me, personally, when I'm looking at it, like they're going to be playing with what's offered, almost like how it is with Relics of War, how sometimes it's, these set of Titans, and the next time it's a different set of Titans.
They would not say, we know you like the last iteration, so now we're going to just straight up not allow you to use your epic token and your regular token.
No, and I read it that way too to begin with. I'm just concerned because I've been saving every last token on Earth.
It sounds to me like they're talking more about the drop pools than they are about what we're going to be using to get the drops.
Exactly. Because all
right, we need a Monday stream.
I know. It's on my list of things that I would really like to do on Monday. So, yeah. I honestly believe it's all they're going to do is modify the drop pools. It could be for the worst, which means we're not going to get as great as stuff as we did last time, or as many 4-star Titans as we did last time. That is what I'm thinking is going to be the downside. So again, I'm not all positive here, but when it comes down to it, when they say, "Oh, well, we saw you really liked how you could use your tokens the last time, so we're going to take it away this time," it's like, what? Are you kidding me? Why would you say something like that?
We need British intervention in here.
Right.
When a Brit says top class, what does that mean? They specifically use the word class, which makes me think it's going to be like, hey, here's crap for, Guardians.
Yeah, I think so, because class is also kind of italicized.
Yeah.
Just like if you look below it, when it talks about will there be more divine relics in the future, it says, what do they say here? They say we're working hard to design them around our current meta and iron out any bugs we encounter during testing. And bugs is italicized as well. Arthropods are technically water bugs. So top class, I think you're right there, Vintage. It's going to be more based off the pools are going to be like, hey, you got them, paladin pool. You have a guardian pool, stuff like that. Yeah, I think you're right.
And also to the community, when they make a change and they're just trying something out, usually the first crack at it is the best because it always gets worse.
Oh, Theaters of War was awesome the first time.
Yeah.
They actually had freaking 4-star Titans dropping.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, we'll take that away. No.
Yeah, two 4-star Edelus from a single drop.
I was gem spending on that hard that time.
See that, and that's you can just tack that on to my Titan Monument streak. I never got a 4-star Titan from Theaters of War either. My luck is in different areas, apparently.
Like, your luck is in pulling, what? What is your...
Theaters of War, I always get a ton of event relics.
Well, yeah. But, and I was going to say, your typical 5-star pull for class that you tend to lean towards is, which one? Guardian, right? Vintage?
It used to be heavily Guardian and Infiltrator.
Right.
Hasn't really been that way over the last 6 months. So I did pull golden relics. I got the Paladin and Infiltrator, so Infiltrator's hanging around.
Yeah.
But my ambers have been 2 Rangers and a Paladin.
Well, those were yeah. Those ambers.
I've only pulled 2. What do you call them? Berserkers, like naturally. I pulled Axes of War and Shadow Dancer.
Mm. Well, I would like.
That's the one I
would have liked to would have liked to have pulled Axes of War, but now of course, as soon as any of the 5-star relic sets become available in Finish Plus events, I immediately stop pulling from those altars. But that's, again, my play style, of course, since I have been able to pull from these altars for a very long period of time. Newer players, start at the 2K altar and work your way up. But if they're obviously being offered in events as of right now, you may consider possibly going for a certain one at a certain time. But typically, you want to go for Meta Titans and save up for that stuff. Why do they have these Titans as boost Titans for this event? Very random. They're adding more of a boost Titans in events just so more people have the opportunity to get the 1.4 boost. That's just part of their new event guidelines, more or less, as well as the rank rewards. They mentioned that in there as well, saying that having more 1.4 boosters instead of saying, yeah, we're going to put the Titan that's in the event and one other Titan as the 1.4 booster. Everybody else has to suffer. So they're
kind of like trying to make it more friendly to get people to grind.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, and which is nice. And they're also heavily stressing, if you've noticed the last several events, you should have gotten the Dragon Slayers because that's all the 1.4 boosts, right? So that's kind of a tip of the hat to you need to get the Necromancers because that's what's going to be next.
Yeah, they're going to be the 1.4 boosts for the following.
Has it really been like that?
Yeah.
It's been all Dragon Slayers lately.
1.4 boosts. I would say each of the Dragon Slayers, their War God was the 1.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, I mean, they've been doing that for a while.
Well, I mean, I have been looking at the events, so, not playing it all 32-bit.
Well, you were there for the Dragon Slayers, Pisces. Don't you be playing.
Before you quit, don't bring that.
Yeah. Oh, Austin Bird, you just got Runa? Nice.
Well, I am.
So wait a second. I was going to say, everybody on Discord, who do we got here? We got BK, Darth, Shigon, Phoenix, Pisces, Riger, Shy, and Vintage. How many people are in Discord have finished already? Anybody?
Yep.
The Vintage has? All right.
Well, don't look at me. I can't even.
Well, I know Pisces. I know.
I'm slow. That's no excuse, Pisces. You should already
It's not even in my Play Store anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All I'm hearing is excuses.
It's a pretty good excuse. It's not even in my Play Store anymore.
It's funny.
Well, it's literally true. You search it up, it's no longer there.
Yeah, no, I know. My other devices also no longer have it in the Play Store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's why I'm down to one account.
Sekhmet's in there because she was in the previous event. They also do that.
Sekhmet makes sense.
Oh, yeah. That was
the
what
current Titan makes sense. The Ian Gora doesn't really make sense, though.
Yeah. Well, again, that's...
Paladin.
Paladin.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's the same class as...
Yeah, Paladin Dragon Slayer.
Meta.
They're going to go with the whatever the class is for the Dragon Slayer, the previous Titan that was in the most recent event. Then they're also going to do the Titan that's in the event. All these things they eventually just accrued over time because we started saying, myself, I know Vintage said it as well, many other players as well, were saying, please continue to keep the Titan that's in the event actually as a boost. Because they didn't used to do that, and it was very annoying.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was the dumbest thing ever. Because as soon as you get the Titan, what do you want to do? You want to start leveling it.
Right.
And you're going to finish the event attacking with some other Titan? God, that was stupid.
Yeah, so it's kind of like they're putting everything together now and then adding one more Titan on top of it so that there's at least 4 or more in every 1.4 boost or the top boost, whatever it's going to be. Although, I would like to see... Well, they did. They did this for, I think, Nephilinus and Growthern. But periodically, they did a 1.5 boost again recently, just in case you had them. I would like to... if they did a 2-star Runa 1.5 boost for this event... How many people do you think
would be okay with them giving 1.5 to a 2-star?
Yeah, if they
that would have been perfect for this event as an April Fool's.
April Fools, yeah, and they've done it before. They did it before for the previous anniversary event. I actually grinded that event with 2-star Runa, and it gave me a 1.5 boost. I'm pretty certain that's what it was.
Wasn't there an event where there was a 2.0 boost Titan? I'm trying to remember which one it was.
I think there was, but again, it was a situation where it might have been like Urcon or something like that, where nobody had them, and they're like, "Oh wow!"
For whatever reason, I thought it was Mataris. Wasn't there some goofy situation where you could like get the Titan early, and then it was a 2.0 boost, or it was something bizarre like that?
Oh, you mean like a relic event, or not? I mean an altar event where you got to pull to see if you can get them, and if you were
because they were trying to get people to pull for the Titan, and they gave them a 2.0 boost, but it was like, but it's Mataris,
right? Well, see, I remember.
Who wants Mataris?
Well, what was it like? 2 or 3 Christmases ago, it was for what's it called? Everybody's favorite berserker, Jotun. For the Jotun event, you had to pull Sekhmet to get the best boost in the event, and I did it.
What?
Yeah. To get the 1.4 boost in the event, the only one that was getting the 1.4 boost in the event, I believe, was wait, not Sekhmet. Sorry, it was Sakani.
I said Sekhmet wasn't out yet.
Sakani.
There you go.
It was Sakani, and you had to pull Sakani in this pull event on Tuesday before the event dropped, and it was one of those situations like barely anybody did it, and if you did, you probably didn't get the Titan. So I just randomly decided to record it and try, and I actually got Sakani and was able to have the highest boost possible in the upcoming event, and it was for Christmas. Again, totally out of the blue, but at the same time, it was stupid that that's the way things were back then. To get the best.
Wink, wink. Out of the blue, dead button. Wink, wink.
Yep.
It was insane.
Like we have yet.
Yeah. Yes, Pisces. People have wanted you so badly to play. There's so many people willing to send you stuff. Gosh, you didn't figure that out already? We've talked about this.
Right. It just always feels weird that people want me to play so badly.
All right, Pisces. Yes. I don't know how. It's very yes. People would like to see you come back to the game.
It's okay. You can quit.
Yeah, sure, Pisces. Go ahead.
But yeah, overall though, I do like that they're adding more opportunities for people to have top boost Titans. That's a good thing.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We got a question in the chat. Love the questions. So, Uli Faulkner says, "Hello. How do you get 4 stars?" So, in Dawn of Titans, the best way to get 4-star Titans is to make sure that you have a max 3-star Titan first, and be able to use that Titan to grind out in events on a good organized team to at least hopefully get a what is it, top 250 to get an all element?
250 for the elemental token.
Yeah.
100
just join on any alliance with any kind of activity whatsoever,
and you'll
be a top 250, and at least get an all element Titan token. That is a 4-star.
So there you go. Plus, also
just playing steadily for a month will get you that same token.
Correct. In the calendar, well, here, I'll show it to you right here. Real quick.
Yeah.
Battle's over.
Just log in and hit the button.
Here it is, top left. Here's the
Every day for a month.
daily rewards. I'll be getting mine in 3 days. There it is. The epic token's coming in 2. So I'll definitely get it before the abundance event. I was happy to see that. So
people can just join a team in whatever rank to get a 4-star.
Yeah,
correct.
Now that
any alliance with any kind of activity.
So
that much easier at this point.
Right here. So this is what they're referring to. The rank rewards in the event. So I'm sorry, no, it's up to 500. It's up to 500. It's top 500. teams.
The top 500 teams get that.
Although
I could solo top 500.
Although, yeah, probably. I was gonna say, what's it called? I popped on my test account right before I got on here, and I saw that the team I was on had 12 or 14 souls, basically one battle, and the alliance was ranked 5,428. I was like, wow, there's that many alliances that actually did.
That is surprising.
That even did one battle. That's what I'm saying.
How far into the event was it?
It was today. So it was today. Within the
Yeah,
first...
I mean, but early today, midday,
No, before the stream. So it was a couple hours ago.
All right, so late, fairly late into.
You know,
Hey,
it's not off
Chris
topic. I just noticed it. I saw it stream by in the comments a while back because we were talking about the altar of plenty coming up and how in this event,
Well, the altar of abundance and plenty. Yes, we're getting both altars, but yes, go on.
But that in this event in the reward track, there's no tokens. I was like, what? I never saw that. I just looked at the reward track. There isn't. There's no epic or regular.
Oh wait! There isn't. I was banking on getting at least one more.
Yeah, no, unless I missed it, my wife. I missed the catch up right in front of me every time. My wife yells at me, so maybe I missed. Let me look again. But
wait a minute. Why is your wife yelling at you? Did she play the game as well?
No. I was saying because I'm blind. I was using an example. I never see the ketchup right in front of me in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay. But yeah, no. There is.
Yeah, you're right. There are no epic tokens.
None. There's no epic or even Titan tokens.
Okay, so that's a sign right there, DOT community. That's a sign. It's a sign.
That's some crap.
They know.
Yeah, that's weak sauce.
That's terrible.
Well, somebody in the office is going to have to listen to this
You
tomorrow.
didn't see this coming.
Somebody's going to be listening to this in the office tomorrow, and they'll hopefully be able to report this to them before they leave. We'll see what happens if they're in the office. But
maybe they'll give a gift. You log in Monday morning when the abundance thing starts, and they'll give you one.
Actually, you know what? To be honest with you, they might do that anyway because that's considered seeding. That's you're seeding people to spend gems, basically.
Right. Because if you pull one, you're more likely to pull again.
Exactly. That is a very well-known thing with, let's see, people that like to go to and or like to do a thing called gamble. You give them one free pull, what happens? Anyway.
Yeah, no, they did the same thing the last altar. They gave us free pull.
Yeah. Although, I'll be honest, last night when I was doing my TOW stream, as I was watching the rewards come across, I'm like, man, I was actually going, no, like looking at it and being like, no, and like actually saying, I was like, man, this reminds me when I've randomly sat down at slot machines before. I don't normally play, but sometimes I will, just for fun. And I'm just like, yeah, it really does feel like that right now. $56 stones left. I'm working on all the 3 stars. I'll probably get a majority of these 3-star relics through, so I'll get a nice big push because I do need to get as much done. A good portion done tonight. So what are we looking at total here? What is it? 4 days, 30. About little over 6,000 a day.
Not bad.
612. That'll be 24. No. 7.
Come on, Zalon. You can easily do 15,000 in a day.
No. But with the TOW relics,
over 1,000 battles.
With the TOW relics, and everything offered in the event, And the 7 saved up relics that I have right here, which I'll pull one of them right now because when I'm on stream I tend to pull better than I do any other time. So let's do it. At least one. Watch I get a 4.
I'm not even it.
Watch I get a 4-star. Let's see what happens. 40 people watching. 1 star. Alright, so we'll just pretend that didn't happen and go right back to battling.
Oh no, I'm getting TOW flashback.
Right? Although, that TOW with the TOW last night, Shy also timestamped a very funny part as well, where when I said I got a 1-star and from the 1 gold arena, Vintage goes, "What?" And it was such a funny reaction. It really was. And I was like, no, event relic, yes. So, because we were discussing the whole fact that 2 stars are back in TOW gold altars again, which for a little while there, before, I think it was like before the 1.39 update, they actually did take them out, and they weren't in there anymore. And they mentioned it too, either in a Q&A or one of those Q&A questions where it was like, I haven't seen any 2 stars in the golden altar in a long time. What is going on? The developers, well, we've decided to take the 2-star relics out of the gold altars in TOW due to... But I swear that it was fixed for a little while. And I was extremely happy about that. Because it was,
yeah, they need to fix that.
Just make it so that it's something that even in between updates that you don't have to actually go in and spend time to check to make sure that it's been fixed again. I feel like it's between updates, it's like a ship with all sorts of like holes in it, you know? And you just,
it's just like,
you have to make sure all the holes are plugged or else the ship sinks again, you know?
Every time they do an update, something falls through the cracks.
Yeah.
Remember, we went back to getting physical only defensive relics after they had, made this big deal about changing it, and they reverted it.
Yeah.
And then they, fixed it again. But the latest thing now, they changed the islands, but you can't get spearmen on a VP island. You cannot get spearmen on a level 25 VP island. You can't.
Get archers, you can get militia. Can't get spearmen.
You cannot get spearmen.
I almost feel like they take the same basic game that was from 4 years ago, and they have to put everything they have to update everything individually in it. And if they forget anything, it's like, oh, that slipped through this time. It's like, wait a second, that should be the case. You should be rolling off of the code that came from the last update and just go forward.
Right.
But there's always these little nuances like that. And Horde didn't drop.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I do remember that for quite some time. All of a sudden, Horde didn't stop dropping, and then they were going to release Rostam. And I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
You're going to release Rostam, and castle level players that are below 16 are not going to be able to enjoy this Titan. Why would they even be interested? Because they can't even create Horde themselves, and they're not getting them in battle drops. See, and being a defending...
they would completely alienate those people.
And just so you know, lower level players, if you're listening, if you cannot get a troop because you're not high enough castle to create that troop yet, you will get them in battle drops. And if you have a Titan that you're using for defense that buffs a certain troop that you cannot make yet, collect them from the battle drops, put them on defense, and you'll never have to worry about it. So that is a very good early castle way of getting around the whole fact of not being able to create the troops that you need.
Yep. Just like whenever for low castles, if they get raise dead spells or lightning storms, they make great things to throw on
yes,
on castles.
On defense, because again, those spells don't ever disappear, just like the troops don't disappear.
And they'll always be max level until you get your castle to that spell, where you actually unlock the spell.
Yes.
So until you get to castle 21, I think it is, you'll have max level raise dead skeleton.
No, it goes per level of your spell cap. So if your castle is 21, your spell level is 21. Of course,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And until you hit where you
can
unlock the raised edge,
people
they're
'cause
always
they
going to
think
be the cast.
max level can also be, the finish max. Not
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're going to get them, that they're going to be level 21. I'm saying whatever their spell max, that spell, or those spells are always going to be at the max level they can be for their castle level.
What's up, Lawrence Wicks? Thank you for joining. Good to see you. See where we're at. Oh, you know what the nice thing is? The problem I have in my treasury is I just have I have Titans in there from all the monuments.
Yeah,
I think everyone
that's a
is
big problem, Zolon.
Yeah, it's because all my relics are actually in regular relic storage. Well, eventually it's going to turn to relics because, of course, I'm still up above that because we're trying to get in as many raids as possible right now.
I think everyone is as suspicious as Phoenix and myself. Top 50 is only at 160k.
Right?
Oh. Wow. That low?
Yikes. Not feeling the Runa.
Wow.
They're like, it's the third time. It's enough.
Well, we'll see. The thing is, though,
everybody's got that. Still has that flinching syndrome from Zabroken.
Well, the thing is, too...
New meta.
New meta, Cryomancer. Well, see, the thing is, too, maybe we'll see that maybe that Runa is actually going to be... well, this is going to be an attacker, so... I don't know. What do you think they're going to do with Cryomancer that's going to make him extra OP as an attacker? There you go.
Dude, I have no idea because Mahaha is so freaking good. I mean, what do you do? Maybe it's defensive.
No, they can't do double defensive.
They've got to give it.
They can't.
Maybe we get ice dinosaurs.
If they decide to change them,
golems, ice golem,
ice golems. Well, no, stone golems sound better. But
that's for Earth.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know it's for
Earth. Ice raptors. That would be kind of cool.
Ice something flying. It'd be interesting. Let's see what else.
Ice version of panthers.
Well, you could have Tauntauns there, Darshigan from Star Wars.
Hey, why not?
I'm just trying to think what else is ice oriented that's a creature that we could use.
Ice archers.
Ooh, Yetis. Wait. Woolly mammoths.
Oh, hey.
Woolly mammoths are huge, beastly, and ice oriented. I'm just trying. I started thinking of Ice Age. So. Yes, kid movies do help sometimes. On
Goes
occasion.
to the Ice Age.
On occasion. Yeah,
yes, Kiko. That was the most important part of the update.
Yes, correct. But there's another update coming.
Everybody loving it.
There's another update coming.
Fantastic.
Another update coming. That is supposed to have all the stuff that's going to be rolled out over the next few months, basically. So possibly more.
How many updates is there supposed to be?
I think this is kind of to fix the last update.
I think they're on to our not force closing and extending events, and so they're rolling out these little micro updates constantly. For instance, I did not. I have automatic updates turned off, but when I started Dawn of Titans, it pulled the update. I have the update. I'm on 1.41.0 or 42.0, whatever it is.
Oh, I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
I haven't looked for it.
Oh, yeah. So you
I did not go to the Play Store. I have automatic updates turned off.
Yeah, I have them off.
I started Dawn of Titans this morning, and it just showed up with the new one.
Vintage, can you go to your Play Store real quick?
Yeah.
I want to see something. So when
I have mine turned off.
When you go to you go to your Play Store, I want to know if you know how they have there's like 4 or 5 lines with like bullet points of what's new. I want you. I want you to read those off real quick.
I don't know if I have that.
Oh, at least
hang on.
At least.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, go ahead.
Last updated March 29.
Okay.
The Archmages are here. More Sorcerers are on their way to the Shattered Kingdoms. Archmage Relics, new Synergy Relics, Invoke Effects, new Arthropod Divine Relics releasing soon after launch.
Exactly. So that is the update they were referring to in the blog post this week. So that is already rolling out. Okay, that's the confirmation I wanted to hear. So there you go. That is.
And then it also has bug fixes and balance improvements.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that the 40.2 or 0.3?
0.2.
I'm on 1.41.0.
He's on the next update altogether.
Oh, 41. Oh.
Yeah, he's ahead.
Yeah.
Because I'm still on the unknown.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, Android goes to 42, I believe, or maybe it is 41. I don't know. Maybe it's just blanketed 41. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Why are you trying to give them more updates? Like,
well, no. For some reason, Android and Apple were not on the same number for a second there.
On Android,
I am on 41.
1.40.2.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have that on.
Alright, so there's no 40.3. It's just a 41.
Yeah, there's a 40.2 and then 41.
But they still have the .unknown on it. It's because I don't know why the 4th thing is there, so they just put unknown.
They still have the unknown tag after it?
Yeah, I'm on 1.41.0.unknown.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Somebody must have really enjoyed Chef's streams back in the day. That's all. That's all it is.
What happened to him?
Chef? I know.